Haunting Secrets of Kings Park Psychiatric Center. Lost inside the massive decaying labyrinth of Kings Park Psychiatric Center, I find myself engulfed by the weight of its chilling past. The wind howls through shattered windows, whispering forgotten secrets into the cold, hollow halls. Once a thriving beacon of hope for the mentally ill, this sprawling asylum has been abandoned for decades, left to rot beneath layers of dust and darkness. Yet, the structure itself feels alive, breathing, watching, waiting. Every crumbling brick and rusted hinge seems to hold on to a secret, something sinister that refuses to be silenced. Tonight I am determined to uncover what lies within these walls. Kings Park's history is steeped in both tragedy and horror. Opened in the late 19th century, it was originally envisioned as a refuge, a peaceful, self-sustaining community where patients could heal far from the bustling chaos of the city. But the promise of tranquility soon gave way to something far darker. Overcrowding and a lack of resources pushed the facility to its breaking point. Electroshock therapy, lobotomies, and cruel experimental treatments became commonplace, transforming this supposed haven into a house of torment. Patients were not just treated, they were tortured. Thousands suffered, their voices lost in the cold, clinical indifference of an overwhelmed system. When the asylum finally closed its doors in 1996, it left behind more than just empty rooms. It left behind a haunting legacy of despair, and if the stories are true, the lingering spirits of those who endured its horrors. As I cross the threshold into the main building, the air changes. It's colder here, heavier, as if the atmosphere itself is drenched in sorrow. My flashlight barely pierces the oppressive darkness, its weak beam casting long, twisted shadows across the walls. The silence is suffocating, broken only by the faint sound of my footsteps echoing through the endless corridors. But there's something else beneath the surface, something I can't quite place. A whisper, a breath, the unmistakable sensation of being watched. The asylum's corridors twist and turn, creating a disorienting maze of decay. But it's more than just the physical decay that unsettles me. There's an energy here, a palpable tension that clings to every inch of the space. Legends speak of a young girl who died here, a tragic victim of neglect, her spirit trapped in these walls. The further I go, the more oppressive the air becomes. My flashlight flickers, casting eerie shadows that dance along the crumbling walls. Strange symbols are etched into the surfaces, symbols I can't identify. They're crude and uneven, scratched into the paint with a desperation that sends chills down my spine. Are they the frantic scribblings of a former patient, or something far darker? Each symbol seems to pulse with energy, as though they're alive, waiting for someone to decipher their meaning. Suddenly, a sound shatters the silence, a faint, distant sob. It's soft, almost imperceptible, but unmistakable. My heart races as I strain to listen, every nerve on edge. The sobbing grows louder, echoing through the empty corridors, and I know I have to follow it. My footsteps quicken, my pulse pounding in my ears. The air grows colder with every step, and my breath hangs in the freezing air. Then I see her, a shadowy figure at the end of the hallway standing perfectly still. My flashlight's beam trembles as I lift it toward her, illuminating a faint, translucent outline. She doesn't move, but I can feel her presence, heavy, overwhelming. Her eyes, dark and hollow, seem to lock onto mine. She stands there, unmoving, as if waiting for me to approach. I take a step forward and she's gone. The hallway is empty, the sobbing silenced, but the weight of her presence remains, a lingering chill that seeps into my bones. I stand frozen, my mind racing. Was she real? A figment of my imagination, or something far more terrifying, something that defies explanation? Every instinct screams at me to leave, but I can't. Not yet. There are too many unanswered questions, too many mysteries buried within these walls. I press on, navigating deeper into the heart of the asylum. The cryptic symbols, the whispers, the sightings. They're all connected, pieces of a larger, more sinister puzzle. The line between reality and the supernatural blurs, and I can't shake the feeling that I'm on the brink of discovering something horrifying. The air grows thick with dread, each step heavier than the last. Finally, I reach the exit, the oppressive darkness behind me, but its presence still clings. Kings Park isn't just an abandoned hospital, it's a living nightmare, a monument to human suffering and the unknown forces that linger in its wake. The stories of this place are far from over, and tonight, I've only scratched the surface of its haunting depths. Thank you for joining me on this chilling exploration into the heart of Kings Park Asylum. If you've ever experienced something strange or have theories about this haunted place, I want to hear from you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more journeys into the forgotten and the terrifying. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and never look away.